9846 Kapanan from Metro and Mega Manila to the World Wide Web. Member, Catholic Media Network and kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Kapanalig Philippine Standard Time, 29 na minuto makalipas ang 11:00 ng umaga.
Kapanalig, narito ang ilang paalala at 12 ng hating gabi. Maghanda ng isang munting alpumisa, panatikabanal na Eucharistic, lahat na dasalin ng Act of Spiritual Communion bilang pagtanggap ng banal na komunyon. Bay ng Pamilya.
At tayo po ay tuloy-tuloy pa rin dito sa ating programa, ang Kalakbay ng Pamilya. Bago tayo mag-break, naputol si Ate Hazel sa ating linya. Alam ko kuya, magbe-break pa ako ng 45 dahil hindi natin na-play pa na yung plug for 45. So I'll have to take a break ng 45. Ate Hazel, are you there? Hello, Ate Hazel.
Yes, ma'am. Nandito pa rin Ate Lorraine.
Ayan, no? Ate Hazel, bago tayo mag-break kanina, nabanggit ko yung about sa pagpasok mo or pag-join mo with the tourism sector. And nabanggit mo nga sa amin na it's also an opportunity for you, no, na maghanap talaga ng ibang gagawin, no, at that time, no. And it's a perfect opportunity naman na napadpad ka dito. So, how did the family, no, yung asawa at mga anak mo supported you with this bagong kasi syempre it's a new industry, no. I mean, apart from doing sales or from doing real estate, no, it's another venture para sa iyo. How did they supported you? And at the same time, siguro yun na, no, related with the tourism, kumusta ang turismo dyan sa area ninyo? Lalo ngayon, it's peak season, tama ba?
Yes, oo. Totoo po yun. Right now, peak season talaga ang summer when it comes to visiting here in Bataan, and mostly po nung mga nakakasama ko or yung nagiging guest ko po are foreigners, Americans, Japanese, Australians, Singaporeans who are interested in World War II Memorial. Since ang Bataan po ay plays role for the World War II, so not only in the Philippines but across the globe. And for that po, paano naging siyang helpful sa akin at the same time with the kids is that since hindi naman ganoon sa higpit when it comes to touring around, ang usual na ginagawa namin would be the kids will send me to work, o this time sila na yung nagsasend sa akin kung saan yung meet us place namin ng mga guests, kasama yung husband ko, and then they are also somehow nai-immerse din sila dun sa idea, ano nga ba yung history dito sa amin sa Bataan. So parang two-way na rin po siya na learning process, not only for me, but for the kids. At the same time, happy kami lahat kasi as we go home, we take home pay din na phone, kasi bukod sa learnings na nakuha namin, para pares kaming happy kasi nakalabas kami in a way. Kasi nakasunod po sila parang yung husband ko lang yung mga kasama niya, tapos kasama ng mga kids, and then nakikinig din sila while I am sharing my commentary with my guests. So may mga ganong instances. So very supportive sila. And yung young guest ko ngayon, before gusto niyang maging bumbero, so ngayon gusto na din daw niyang maging tourist guide. Kasi siguro yung fun of traveling and learning dun sa mga historical places that we visit here in Bataan.
So ate, sideways lang na I mean, apart from usapang family life, if they wanted to visit Bataan, ano yung perfect? Kasi alam natin kapag mga ganyan, no? If you want to visit a place, at least parang tuhugin mo na some places para at least sulit yung ibabiyahe mo kasi medyo malayo-layo ang Bataan kung tutuusin from Metro Manila. Ano yung marirecommend mo?
Kasi ang Bataan din, ma'am, talaga is magkakahiwalay yung tourist destinations niya.
Mhm.
So, as for me, since medyo nakafocus po kasi ako right now in World War II Memorial, if you are visiting the city, hindi mawawala ang World War II Museum, ang Minor Basilica, yung pong aming cathedral dito sa city, sa Balanga City. Mount Samat is also one na usual pong pinupuntahan ng ating mga bumabiyahe papuntang Bataan. One also is Las Casas Pilipinas Apozar. And it may be, hindi na po ito part ng, yun ma-share ko lang po, hindi na part ng Bataan, ang Corridor, but I'm also a tour guide in Corridor Islands. So, masaya pong i-revisit yung mga historical places dito kasi parang before po, nung younger years din, parang feeling mo, gusto mo lang maipasa yung mga history subjects, diba? But right now, ano pala siya, it comes with age also that we come to enjoy ano yung relevance ng history sa kung anong meron tayo ngayon. So, kasama din po dyan kung if nature naman ang gustong puntahan, we have the Pawikan Conservation Center, which is, I'm also one of the advocates po of protecting our turtles, our sea turtles. So, meron din pong mga, like, kung if aware po tayo na ang Bataan din po ay minsang naging kanlungan o yung pagiging hospitable po natin, tayo ay nag-take care po ng mga refugees from Vietnam, Cambodia, and different countries nearby during the Vietnam War. So, meron po tayo ditong park wherein makikita po natin yung shrine and the history kung paano natin naging bahagi sa pakikipagkapwa in times of war. Yes po.
Ayan. So apart from historical, kumbaga parang ano yan parang historical tourism related ng mga sites, no? Ate Hazel, there's also like parang nature based, no, which is yun
Yes,
nga. Nagre-release din kayo ng pawikan? At kasi nabanggit yung pawikan, may mga parang yung mga
Pawikan releasing po ng mga hatchlings.
Yes, oo. Hatching.
Sa ngayon, ma'am, katatapos lang kasi ng season nung pag-release sa dagat. So, we are now preparing doon naman po sa pangingitlog muli nila. So, yung pong nasa hatchery natin ngayon na sand, binabalik po ulit yun sa shore at papalitan ng panibagong sand para kapag time na po, mga around August to September, yun na yung start naman na umaahon po yung mga sea turtles natin from the ocean towards the shore of Morong, Bagak, and other towns po dito sa Bataan. Doon sila mangingitlog. Yun naman po yung aabangan natin this coming day. So, pwede din po yung ma-experience ng guest na sila mismo yung magpapatrol at mag-aabang kung sa mga sasampa na mother turtles.
Since nabanggit mo rin yan, Ate Hazel, no, we also know that Bataan is also one of the pilgrimage areas, no, ng ating mga kapwa Katoliko po, no. So, kumaga alam natin na talagang pinupuntahan niya. So, apart from the pilgrimage sites or mga simbahan na pinupuntahan na ating mga mananampalataya, would you know if there are also like parang gastronomy, like something na nag-offer ng local delicacies, ganyan? Kasi, syempre kung pupunta ka na rin doon, di ba, ano yung mga must-try ng ating mga kapanalig na talagang tinitest ko yung pagiging tour guide mo, no, Ate Hazel?
Yes,
no? Pero,
that's a good question din naman, ma'am. We have here, Bataan is well known for its tinapa. We have different bangus, tilapia, since Bataan ay very rich in marine products or marine resources. So, yun po yung isa sa pinakakilala dito sa amin, tinapa. And we also have, sa aming pong bayan, sa Samal Bataan, we have araro cookies. And aside from the delicacies, meron din po kaming kapis industry. And then with other towns naman, like Limay, Bagak, and Morong, Meron naman kaming cashew nuts. So, iba-iba siya per town. Cashew nuts. One also is shrimp paste. Marami din kami yan dito. Mga bagoong. And Orani naman is well known for its crabs. Mga seafoods na, madami din tayo niyan dito. So, hindi mauubusan ang Bataan when it comes to offering good food and delicacies that we provide. So, yung pagbisita mo pa lang talaga sa aming public market in Balanga City, it will already consume your half day para ma-maximize mo lahat ng pwede mong matikman. Like, we have our taro ice cream, gabi ice cream po.
Wow.
So, ngayon may umuusbong na din, ma'am, na crab ice cream. So, the flavor is crab at masarap siya, ma'am. So, meron din pong marami din po kaming mga local cafeterias that are homegrown talaga ng Bataan.
Dahil na-mention mo yan, no? Kumbaga parang nakakain tayo is talagang bisitahin, no? And Bataan is more than just, stories na from the war or histories, no? But there is so much more to discover in Bataan. Pero ang rates natin, Ate Hazel, para sa mga nakikinig natin, no? If they want to visit Bataan, magkano ang pwede nilang ihandang budget, no? Para sa, syempre, napag-uusapan na rin naman natin yung mga pwedeng gawin at mga pupuntahan. Pero kung magkano aabutin yung, sabihin natin kung per head, at least like 3 days, 2 nights, or overnight stay at least. Anong nakikita mong range dyan, Ate Hazel?
For that one, ma'am, kasi it will really depend kung ano ba yung gusto nilang puntahan. Since meron naman po tayong affordable accommodations dito sa area, same as well kung may sasakyan sila or wala. But on average, ma'am, kung for a regular commuter that would like to go and visit Bataan, very accessible din tayo kasi as soon as they jump in sa terminal and go to Balanga City, I believe that transportation was around not more than 350 pesos. Nasa Bataan ka na from Cubao and Avenida. That's the usual route kasi ng mga commute po. And then, from there naman po, yung marami naman din na sites na wala namang entrance fee. So, yes, they very minimal lang po yung fee nila. So, pero syempre, if you would like to have it more comfortable and they would have their own car, yung pong pag-avail, like for example, of getting tour guide po, like me, would vary, depend po sa number kung ilan sila. And appreciation of visiting the province would also really, we encourage po na kumuha ng local guide. Maybe
so more or less ang estimate natin dyan, like per head, ate, sabihin natin like 3 days 2 nights, kasi may mga ganyan, di ba, like for example like joiners or kami na nakasarili sa sasakyan, like enough na ba ang 5,000 to 6,000 kasama na accommodation and some meals for that, or 8K for like halimbawa ngayon Friday, Saturday, Sunday, mga ganyan?
Yes, ma'am. That would be for yung pong 6,000 to 8,000 per pax would be a good budget na po yun for roaming around here in Bataan. But syempre, kung for example po, kasi as a tour guide, ma'am, I am not bound to create itinerary for them or estimate price kung magkano yung the whole range. Pero I think that range of 6,000 to 8,000, may mga mapupuntahan na sila doon at may enjoy na nila yung Bataan for that amount.
Thank you so much, Ate Hazel. Oo, kasi alam natin yung mga ganitong medyo malapit from Metro Manila. Pwede mo naman siyang bisitahin like via commute, no? Magsumakay nga ng bus and all that stuff, no? And I think a lot of our actually the young people are very doing DIY ng mga travels, no? Yung talagang sila yung gumagawa ng itinerary and then they just put up places, ano yung mga pupuntahan nila. Sa mga tutuluyan, Ate Hazel, would you know if may mga homestays? Kasi sabi mo nga afford naman sa budget, no? So,
Yes.
is it more on
Marami.
hotels or parang homestays ba dyan sa area ninyo?
Yes, ma'am. Marami pong available na affordable, reasonable rates. Depende dun sa budget nila. So, may makikita at makikita po sila since the tourism was also improving and very talaga sila, yung minamarket po nila on the range na mas madaling bisitahin ang Bataan. So may mga areas naman po na makikita sila ng price that would match their budget.
Dahil dyan, sabi ni Ate Rhea Falyar na Ate Hazel, 2024, dyan po kami nag-pilgrimage sa Morong Bataan. At napakayaman po ng history na naganap sa Bataan noon. Thank you so much for sharing that, Ate Rhea Falyar. Na for those who are interested to visit Bataan, ayan, pwede niyo pong i-contact si Ate Hazel. No? And maybe she could recommend you to some agencies, accredited DOT tourism agencies that offers packages. Depende po yan sa inyo kung ano po ang gusto ninyong bisitahin or gawin during your stay in Bataan. So at least kung medyo nauubusan na kayo ng ideas saan pupunta within Metro Manila, at least try to visit some nearby places, no? Medyo malapit-lapit sa ating sa atin or sa Metro Manila, no? Pwede niyo pong bisitahin via road trip, no? So at least yan, pwede niyo pong i-visit. Speaking of which, Ate Hazel, dahil nabanggit na rin naman natin with the groups, ano yung isa sa mga remarkable or hindi mo makakalimutan na naging tour mo with this, and how does this experience help you as not only as a tour guide but also as a mom, as a wife, no, sa iyong family life, Ate Hazel?
The most, siguro kung may favorite akong tour na na-handle, it was a one-on-one tour with a 74-year-old female po. Kasi if alam niyo po, may nakabisita na po ba kayo ng Mount Samat? It's a 7 kilometers going up it's a 7 kilometers going up and another 7 kilometers going down po if maglalakad kayo. And this 74 years old, I had a very good conversation with her kasi naglakad po kami eh. So with her age, sabi nga niya, susi for healthy living is be happy and take care of yourself. So, kasi, di ba yung iba po parang pag 74 years old ka na, feeling mo parang wala ka nang pwedeng magawa. But with that, siya kasi very nakaka-inspire din po. So siguro yun yung isa sa magandang bagay na kapag iba't ibang tao kasi yung nakakasalamuha mo everyday for a tour. So marami ka ding meron akong certain point na sometimes I think na akala ko ako yung nagbibigay ng information, pero doon sa mga experiences po na binibigay ng mga guests, doon ako humuhugot ng motivation to share more about what Bataan is, because they are also sharing of their bakit nila binibisita ang Bataan. So, two-way po siya na learning, and yun, alagaan ng sarili at maging masaya. Sabi niya, don't be masungit. So, it reminds me na, sabi niya, yun talaga yung niya, because sabi niya, don't be masungit. That's the only way to live longer and be thankful of what you have. So, siguro dun ko po inaano na, siguro that's why I was given the skill or ability to communicate well po when it comes to sharing the stories of our place, our heritage, culture. It's that ito din yung paraan ko para mag-give back, na ito yung ginagawa kong instrument ni Lord to provide more interest for love of country. So, isa din po siguro yun na nagiging sa akin, remarkable na experience every time that I have at work.
dahil dyan, Ate A, so we only have a few minutes left, like more or less 8 or 9 minutes left, no? So, siguro sa huling mensahe mo, no, sa ating mga tagapakinig, no, who would like to visit, no, Bataan, no, or nearby provinces, nearby areas ng Bataan, anong siguro encouragement mo sa kanila. And at the same time, no, sa pagiging isang ina, no, anong yung mensahe sa mga kapwa parents dyan or siguro grandparents, no, who still have, that kind of feeling na parang it's already too late to do something in life, no, but Ate Hazel, with all your experience, no, kumbaga parang age is just a number, if you want to do things, no, kumbaga parang it's limitless, no, if you put your heart and you have to desire to do things, no. So, ano yung huling mensahe sa ating mga tagapakinig, Ate Hazel? And siguro, promotion na rin, take this opportunity to promote something or the province or kung the tours na upcoming, kung meron ka mang nakaschedule, Ate Hazel.
Okay po. Muli, akin pong inaanyayahan po ang lahat na bisitahin po ang aming probinsya and marami pong pwedeng ma-discover here in Bataan. If you would like po to get us tour guide, you could search me po on my page. It's Hazel of North Bataan Tour Guide. And you can follow and share na rin po if you like to. Pero doon niyo po makikita yung mga tours that I am handling. Like I do different fields po. In Corridor Islands and gastronomy, educational tours, music, or kung ano po yung interest nyo, Bataan has something to offer. Hindi po kami mauubusan. And ng places na pwedeng ma-visit. And for that po, and also, dun naman po sa mga katulad pong magulang na gusto pang merong ma-realize or na hindi lang tayo made to be at home kasi our potentials are limitless. So, ang siguro po ang masasuggest ko or advice ko would let go of your fears and discover more of yourself. Na yung pagiging magulang and pagiging parent po natin is also something na doon tayo mag-grow na yung pong learnings through that magagamit natin din sa ibang field outside of being a parent. But it always anchored us na yun yung maging motivation kasi bilang magulang, kaya ka naman talaga nag-work is for our family. And siguro po, nagpapasalamat din ako kay Lord na binigyan niya ako ng chance na ganito. Parang everything falls on its right place, on its right time. Hindi po siya kailangan ipilit kapag hindi pa po pwede. Pero maging open lang po tayo dun sa possibilities na we are made to be more. So, di ba po? So, hindi lang siya for at home, but on the community, we are working on kasi through that also, yun din yung kalalakihan ng mga anak natin, doon din sila natututo.
Amen indeed, Ate Hazel. And speaking of family din, no, I know ikaw ay currently nakaboot, no? If I'm not mistaken, it's your fresh harvest, tama ba, na mga pakuan ang binibenta ninyo? Yun ba yun, ate? Or may iba ka pang mga products sa binibenta ngayon? Baka may mga listeners tayo who is nearby sa area ninyo.
Baka po yung mga nandito po, mga taga-Bataan or visiting right now in Bataan, we in Connected Women Bataan, kami po ay group of empowered women. May asawa, single, may anak, and everything po na may mga activities po kami ngayon dito sa Galleria Victoria Mall here in Balanga City. So meron po kaming fresh harvest na pakwan kung gusto nyo pong bumili ng pakwan. Or visit our place po in Samal. Pwede din po kayo mag-pick up and bumili doon. So, yun din po, yung isang magandang bagay dito sa Bataan. So, lahat po talaga, masipag ka lang magtanim, you could harvest something fresh.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ate Hazel, for joining us this morning. Anong mensahe mo pala sa iyong kids at sa iyong husband? Baka sila naka-tune in. I mean, I'm not sure if they have Facebook Live doon at naririnig ka nila ngayon.
Opo,
Last message for your family.
Yung kids ko yung nagbabantay sa exhibit. For my kids, just enjoy what you're doing right now. So, nakasupport lang naman lagi kami for you three. And, sa ngayon, galingan yung magtinda dyan. And to my husband...
Pili ko meron silang komisyon. After the end ng
sabi ko nga doon sa post ko na sila, bumili, yung mga kakilala ko bumili na sila kasi baka mamaya ang ending ko mas abonado pa ako since nasa inside the mall yung booth. So, alam na natin na baka yung kikitain nila mas marami pang mabili kaysa makitain yung mga bagets. And then, for my husband naman po, he's working in Laguna and keep hydrated, sobrang init. So, soon, magkikita naman tayo, uwi ka na. Thank you sa lahat ng support kasi yung silang apat, very supportive naman din sila sa lahat ng mga aspirations ko in life aside of taking care of them. Parang hand in hand kami in getting our goals together. So, yun po siguro yung isang pasasalamat talaga na at prayers din namin na basta healthy at sama-sama kami, goods na goods po kaming lahat.
Yes, thank you so much, Ate Hazel, for joining us this morning, no? And for sharing some life updates, no, sa iyong buhay, no? At abangan natin ano pang magiging growth mo, no, as a parent, as a mom, as a wife, no, as an entrepreneur and as a tour guide, no, ang daming roles na ginagampanan, a lot of hats that you wear, pero at the end of the day, di ba, no, nag-iisang anak ng Diyos, no? At no, at nagbibigay ng pag-ibig para sa kanyang pamilya. Dahil dyan, mga huling pagbati po, si Kamaranig Lali Peralta ng Bagong Sinang, Caloocan City. Gusto ko lang pong batiin, Ate Lorraine, ang ika-50th anniversary ng simbahan ng Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage dyan po sa Balanacan, Mugpog, Marinduque. Bukas po yan, May 23, ang kanilang kapistahan. Happy Fiesta po mga kabarangay Balanacan. Pakisama rin po sa inyong misa intensyon para sa kaluluwa ni Adolfo Amiga. 50th death anniversary niya po ngayon. Thank you so much, Kamaranig Lali Peralta. Kaya pala umuwi yung lola ko ng probinsya ngayon. I think yes, pauwi po siya ng Marinduque. So, prayers din yan. Ayan, si Brother Luis Santos din, may paanyaya rin for the Catholic and Life Spirit Seminar ng San Felipe Neri Parish, Mandaluyong City, sa darating na June 20 hanggang 21, 2020.